My name is Eka. I'm the head chef of At.Mosphere Dubai, the highest restaurant in the world. Today we're going to prepare the confit of octopus with the diverse scallops and truffle mashed potato. The first thing we're going to prepare is a truffle mash. So I'm using this large grilled potato. Just going to cut it off. Peel the potato. So just make sure you clean it very, very, very clean, because you don't want your mashed potato to look dirty. And we're going to cut it evenly. We're going to cut into half, to quarter, and we're going to slice it over. Once you have enough potato to make your mashed potato, what you want to do is to bring the pan, put the potatoes in, and you're going to add some cream into it. I will cover the pot with the butter paper to avoid oxidations of the potato, so you will get the darker potato after it's cooked, right? It's just gonna let it sit over there. We're going to cook over here until it's soft enough that you can pass it into the tabby. The next ones, we're going to prepare the artichoke puree. I'm using the Jerusalem artichoke over here, so we're just going to pick 2 or 3 pieces, nice one, big. We're gonna peel them off. Very nice and clean. Take your time to clean it off because you don't want to get your puree dirty. For me, cooking the puree, it's the same as like you're cooking with the sous vide. It requires precision, so you get, you cut your vegetables evenly so it can cook evenly, so you will get that very smooth puree over it. So again, we're going to cut this artichoke evenly. Quarter, and slice them. So we're going to add milk. Enough to get all the vegetables covered. Again, you're going to cover with the butter paper. Now, the potato seems cooked already, so you're just going to replace it with the artichoke puree and let it cook until it's soft enough so you can blend it. What you have to do is just to add the butters on it, and that's it. You will get a very, very smooth puree. Now, we're going to clean the scallops. It's a fresh scallops. You want to slide it over there. Twist it, put your finger in. So you can slide the knife to open the shell. There you go. Grab your spoon, just scratch it. What you want to do now to turn it over, right? So you got the muscle over there, just slide your thumbs and then slide it over. So you get a beautiful piece of scallops. What we're gonna do with that one is we're going to cook it in sous vide. So I have the one here already clean. So we do some marination over here, which is the vermouth, apple juice, and vanilla, right? We're going to just put inside the bag, and we're going to cook it at 55 degrees for about 20 minutes. The octopus itself, it's already been cooked, it's already been sous vide, okay? So you just need to reheat over there. It's the same water bath at 55 degrees, so we don't want to get too higher and it will overcook the octopus. So you want to let it warm. You can just reheat it without break the actual quality of the octopus itself. Now, For the garnishes, what goes inside the plate, okay? So I have some seasonal vegetables over here. I'm using the red radish. So what we're going to do is to actually slice it, cut it with the ring cutter, and then shape it into the rose shape. So we're going to leave it overnight with the pickle water, okay? So you get a beautiful, nice color with the acidity flavors of it. We will do some pumpkin, just again, I cook it sous vide. Okay, we put in the vacuum pack, like, 6 pieces in a one bag. Just plug it over at 67 degrees for 1.5 hours and you get a perfect pumpkin over there. And then the other garnish, it's the confit potatoes. So we added some salt, some truffle salt, some truffle oil in it, and some butter. We're going again to plug it at 67 for 2 hours. It will be perfectly cooked. We get some fava beans, okay? It gives you the nutty flavors, but it's a kind of very exotic vegetables. Some quinoa, you just need to deep fry it. It goes as a seasoning. And some asparagus. So as you can check over here, okay, the potato has been cooked already. Now the artichoke it's soft enough, so we can blend it now. Just need to add some butter on it, okay? Just blend it until it's very soft, and that's it. The next steps, we're going to make the salsa. Salsa for the octopus. I made it out of the goose back, mandarin orange, shallots, some good olive oil, and some juices from the orange itself. So we're going to remove the fat here. Okay. So we've got about that much. I'm just going to cut it very, very small. Just kind of chop it. Next one, shallot, the banana shallot. Orange. Some orange zest. Just give flavor. And I put some nice olive oil. So you're gonna let it rest for 30 minutes, just let it absorb all the flavors into it. So we have the artichoke puree over here. It's ready blend. Just add butter so you get that smooth textures. Okay, so we're gonna mix the squidding to give a dark colors in it. That's about right. So mix that. And we are ready to finishing the plate. So Okay, so now the potato is cooked enough. We're going to pass it through the tummy, and we add some butters on it, and then we're going to add the truffle oils on it, okay? While the guy's doing it, that's one for me. We're going to open the bag. The scallop is cooked enough. It's been already 20 minutes over here. So we're going to open the bag. We're going to reheat the octopus into the pan. The octopus came from the Cuisine Solutions, okay? It's cooked to perfections. It's already there, and all you have to do is just to make sure that you don't reheat it over heat, so you'll not break the quality of the octopus itself. Sous vide has the benefit of cooking it with the precisions. You will not get your items overcooked. You will get your flavors stay on the product, and most importantly, that the softness that you're trying to get, you can achieve it with the sous vide. There you go. So the scallop is in. It's ready. So what we're gonna do now is to heat the pan. Okay. Put some olive oil. The scallop is cooked already, it's been sous vide, right? So what we need to do is just to get the crispiness on the top. So you need to make sure that your pan, it's very, very hot. You'll just leave it there. We're going to put in the towel to remove all the excess oil over there, so you don't want that oil, overpowering your dish. So we threw some seasoning, some pepper, now we just keep it aside for this one. What we're gonna do next is to open the octopus. It comes with the liquid already, it comes with the marinations, so it makes it even more tastier. Gonna go with that octopus. You're gonna grab the tentacles. The octopus has always excited me in a unique way because it's a seafood, but it has the meaty textures, and it goes well with something stronger, like with veal, with the vermouth, with a lot of things actually, even with the yuzus. So yeah, it's excites me to cook the octopus today. So we're gonna grab that two beautiful pieces of the tentacles. Like I said, it's been cooking already, right? It's been sous vide, it's soft already, but I want to get the crispiness on the outer side. So we're gonna do it. Again, we're going to sear the octopus on the pan. Heat the pan really hot, because you don't want to overcook the octopus. You just want to give him the crispiness on the outer. Throw the olive oil. So the pan, it's hot enough. What you want to do is just very quick, throw the octopus in there, okay? Remember that you don't want to cook it over to the meat in the center. You just want to get the crispiness on the outside. That works for me. So we're going to season it. Salt. Some pepper. Now we're going to reheat the vegetables that goes with it. We're going to put all the pumpkins, the fava beans in one pot, and we're going to reheat it with the butter emulsions. The butter, it gives additional textures and flavor to the octopus, so it will work together. So you got the butter emulsion over here, which is just the butter and chicken stock. We're going to pour that in. We're going to add the vegetables. And I forget the asparagus. Going to season it. And here we had confit potatoes, which is we cooked before. We sous vide at 67 degrees for 2 hours. We let it cook enough, but not break the entire potatoes. After that, we stir it with the butter. And we just plant it in, cook it together with the butter. Right, so you have that all beautiful vegetables over there, coated with the butters. You seasoned it already. Now we are ready to go. So now we're going to plate the dish. The vegetables, we dry them off in a tissue paper. Again, you don't want to have those excess oils on your plate. So this is the artichoke puree we made before. We mix with the squid ink. We just pop it in the middle of a plate. Gonna put the potatoes, confit potato. Some vegetables. The asparagus. The octopus. The scallops. I'm gonna put that salsa we made from the goose back. Just a bit. And we're going to put the red meat radish, which is pickled overnight. To give the crunchiness that I'm going to put the snow peas. Some yuzu kaffir. And the truffle mashed potato that we'll be making there in the beginning. The final touch. I'm going to put this tangerine leaves. And some violet flowers. Well, there you are. Our new recipe. The octopus confit with the diverse scallops, truffle mashed potato, and potato confit. So I'm here with Nick, the executive chef of Cuisine Solution Middle East.
Hi Chef Eka, how are you today?
Hi Nick, I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us. I gotta tell you off the bat, that is an absolutely amazing dish you got there.
Thanks a lot,
I think what you've done with the octopus and the combination of the octopus and the scallop is absolutely superb. Can you maybe tell me a little bit more about the dish?
Well, I'm trying to bring out the flavors of the octopus. I mean, sure, octopus, the ones coming from the Cuisine Solution is already great. Okay, the texture is already soft. The ones, the way you're cooking it is just like, you know, reach that perfection. Right. Just want to adding a little bit more touch into it, so I add truffle, into the mashed potato. You know, it works very well together.
What's in the squid ink? I heard you said something about artichoke or something.
It's artichoke. Okay, it's artichoke, but artichoke is very light. Okay, so just to make it comparable with the octopus itself, I add the squid ink to give a little bit more heaviness into the dish, right? And then I put the yuzu over there. So basically just throwing everything.
So what's in the pearls? Is that the yuzu pearls or?
It's a yuzu pearl. It's a yuzu pearl.
And what? Sorry, my ignorance. Pumpkin or?
It's pumpkin.
Okay.
Pumpkin. Right. Yeah. So we got the pumpkin giving the earthiness. We got the red radish meat, but I cube.
Do you pickle it yourself?
I pickle it. Yeah, we pickle it overnight. So again, it's giving a very, very strong flavor, but it's matched with the octopus itself.
So tell me, what's your perception about sous vide and the way it's going forward in the world?
Well,
do you see it being influx into more markets, etc., etc.?
Well, for me, sous vide is a really helpful technique in certain ways. I love sous vide just because it's, it requires precision to cook it, right?
Absolutely,
it's not like
yeah.
someone's that you can jump into the kitchen and do the sous vide. You need to learn about it. You need to know its temperatures. You need to cook each item. Each item have a unique.
Not
temperature
75 Fahrenheit.
right? Yeah.
Kidding.
Exactly. It's very interesting because it's very complicated technique, but it's not something that's impossible to mastering, right? In terms of the operation, it helps a lot because you can cook everything in batch without scared to losing its quality.
Absolutely.
It's unjuicy beef or hard octopus.
Yes.
You can cook everything. It's like it's perfection, right?
Well, to be honest, it's funny you say that because in the past couple of months, since the world has changed dramatically and it's still changing pretty drastically and aggressively. I found that the market here in the UAE and in Dubai is becoming more and more receptive to the sous vide products.
Correct.
Because they find them. I find that the chefs find themselves now in a situation where their chefs have been cut by half.
Correct.
In certain instances by 2/3, i.e. you, and they still manage to pull off absolutely fantastic food. And like you said, when I was in the States last year, November, December. Doing a bit of training with Bruno, and it was an absolute eye-opener.
Exactly.
The techniques and the science that we use in our production facilities it was mind-blowing. I mean,
I can see the result of your octopus.
I mean, you and I worked together for a couple of years.
Yeah, right.
And we used to do sous vide in the kitchen, but I mean, we don't nearly follow a 12-step process like we do in our production facilities, So yeah, and I mean it's beneficial. Like I said, there's no waste, and it's very quick to finish. I mean, I think that octopus took you about 3 seconds to do it there in the pan. Where it would have normally taken you a couple of hours in a pressure cooker.
Exactly.
So interesting. Okay, chef. So let's taste the dish that you prepared for us today.
Have a try.
I'm very interested to see how the combination of flavors go together. Absolutely delicious. Super tender. The vermouth, the pearls, the dressing, the artichoke puree, they all work really beautifully together. I'm gonna try some of this. I'm gonna try some of this pickle here. The crunch, absolutely amazing. What is this, Yara?
That's a truffle mash.
Oh, okay. Well done. Great dish.
Thanks a lot.
Beautifully executed.